Hello and welcome to a new video of Appelboom.com. My name is Joost Appelboom and today I'm going to tell you about the Montblanc Writers Edition of 2021, which is dedicated to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. As always, if this video helps you, leave us a like, and if you're interested in these beautiful writing instruments, visit our store in Laren or Boston or order them online in our web store at Appelboom.com. We will talk later about the boxes the pens come in, the materials and references of the pens, their filling mechanism, and of course the nibs. At the end we will also do a comparison and give you some specs, but first we start with the history and the inspiration of the pens. Ever since 1992, Montblanc has released a Writers Edition collection every year. These Writers Edition pens are beautiful handcrafted writing instruments that pay homage to some of the most well-known authors of the past centuries. I'm not going to name them all, but over the years we've had pens dedicated to great writers like Ernest Hemingway, Kafka, Tolstoy and Shakespeare. Interestingly, in the year 2003, Montblanc dedicated the Writers Edition to Jules Verne. Apparently they loved the writer so much because this year Montblanc has released the Around the World in 80 Days pen collection, which is based on the book by Jules Verne. We will put a link in the video of the Around the World series and also one in the description. The 2021 Writers Edition is dedicated to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, one of the most renowned crime novelists and creators of the famous consulting detective Sherlock Holmes. There is a limited edition in blue and an even more exclusive limited edition in brown. In this video, I'm going to show you both. Arthur Conan Doyle studied medicine at the University of Edinburgh and worked as a doctor and surgeon. He had his own practice, but not a lot of patients, which left him with a lot of time to write stories. This is when he wrote his first Sherlock Holmes novel called A Study in Scarlet, as well as several other stories. He very much wanted to have his work published, but he had a hard time finding a publisher. When he finally found a publisher for A Study in Scarlet, he was paid £25, which is around €3,500 or about $4,000 nowadays. Over the next few decades, he had more than 20 novels published, as well as over 200 stories and articles. It is for these contributions to literature that Montblanc honors him in their Writers Edition series. As it is tradition with the Montblanc Writers Editions, the Arthur Conan Doyle pens come in the recognizable book form gift box. The pen lays in a soft velvet bed to protect the pen from any scratches. Inside the box you can find the service booklet and the warranty and information book. The 1902 limited edition comes with a special postcard that was sent by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle while he was on holiday in Dartmoor to his son Adrian Malcolm Conan Doyle. The second Sherlock Holmes novel, The Hound of the Baskervilles, is set in Dartmoor, as Doyle also pointed out to his son. This is where the Hound used to run about the story. The Writers Edition 2021 Sir Arthur Conan Doyle is available in two editions. Here you see the most affordable limited edition, which is dark blue, with a bit of grey tint to it. For those of you who don't like the fountain pen experience, there is also a rollable and a ballpoint version. Only 9,000 of these fountain pens will be made. The Luxuries limited edition 1902 is sophisticated brown. There is no ballpoint option for this pen, but you can get it as a rollable. The edition is limited to 1902 copies. In line with its tradition of their limited editions, Montblanc has also created a matching ink and notebook in honor of Doyle's crime novels. These are both in blood red. The matching pen pouch is slightly more subtle and is made of black leather. As always, Montblanc has used high quality materials for their Writers Edition. The blue version of the pen is made of Montblanc's famous precious resin, beautifully complemented by the ruthenium coated metal parts. The Montblanc logo in the cap is also done in resin. The brown limited edition 1902 is made of lacquered metal. To create a nice contrast, the metal parts of the pen are coated with platinum. What makes this pen extra special is that the end is made of wood, and so is the finial, which is decorated with the Montblanc logo in mother of pearl. The most intriguing part of the Montblanc limited edition pens are without a doubt the references of the pen. What do all of these symbols and colors mean? Well, the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle pens have plenty of details, so let's have a look. We will start with the blue version. It is made from blue-grey precious resin, recreating the sinister, foggy atmosphere of London, where Sherlock Holmes usually solves his cases. The cap and barrel of this edition are decorated with a plate pattern in references to Holmes' code. You can also see parts of a historic London city map. The cap ring has the author's signature, as well as the swirl logo from the very first editions of the Sherlock Holmes story, A Study in Scarlet, and the inscription 30 October 1886, the date Arthur Conan Doyle finally found a publisher for his first novel. The clip is shaped like a magnifying glass, revealing the initials GB. This is an homage to Joseph Bell, the man on whom the Sherlock Holmes character was inspired. At the top of the clip is an ophthalmoscope. It's visible, a reference to Doyle's medical background. The Montblanc emblem in precious resin crowns the cap of this edition. Now let's move on to the 1902 edition. The number 1902 refers to the year the book The Hound of the Baskerville was published. It is also the year in which the author received the knighthood and became Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The 1902 limited edition version is inspired by Sherlock Holmes' pipe. The lacquer on the body is dark brown, and the end of the pen is made of actual wood. The mother of pearl Montblanc logo also sits in a vinyl on the hornbeam wood. The metal parts of the pen are platinum coated. On the cap and barrel we find the same pattern as we see on the blue version, but here extra silver colored rings are added. This cap ring also has the author's signature and the swirl logo from the very first edition of the Sherlock Holmes story A Study in Scarlet. It also has an engraving of the window of Doyle's London-based Physic bookshop. The clip is again shaped like a magnifying glass, but this time it's revealing a hound, referring to the Hound of the Baskerville. I'm not going to break my tongue again, so let's just say the top of the clip looks the same as the blue version. Now that we've studied the pens, let's have a look at the nibs. Both pens come with the Montblanc famous 18 karat gold nib. On the blue limited edition, the nib is coated with ruthenium, matching the dark look of the rest of the pen. On the nib we see a portrait of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle surrounded by flying dinosaurs from the book The Lost World. The nib on the 1902 edition is rhodium plated and features the same portrait of the author. Instead of dinosaurs, it is engraved with a magnifying glass, the symbol of classic mystery novels. The fountain pens come standard with a selection of nibs, but as an authorized Montblanc dealer we can offer all specialty nibs from extra fine to oblique nibs. The fountain pens both uses a piston filling mechanism. The Montblanc Writer's Edition Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the resin limited edition, weighs 44 grams capped and 25 grams uncapped. It is not possible to pose the pen. The limited edition 1902 is a bit heavier. It weighs 62 grams capped and 34 grams uncapped. The pen in this Writer's Edition pens are based on the 146 model. To compare the size of the pen, here you see a lineup with the Montblanc 149, the Montblanc Around the World Solitaire 146, the Montblanc Around the World Douai 145, the Montblanc Writer's Edition 2021 Arthur Conan Doyle, the Montblanc Writer's Edition 2020 Victor Hugo, the Montblanc Starwalker and the Montblanc Bonheur. And here is a few of the pens uncapped. This concludes our overview of the Montblanc Writer's Edition Sir Arthur Conan Doyle pens. If you're interested in these beautiful pens after watching the video, you're welcome to make a purchase in our web store. Let us know about your experience with Montblanc pens by sharing your thoughts and special moments using a Montblanc in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe.